Hi, Virgos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. Today, we're going to do a general love reading for all of you and see what our spirit guides have for us, what's coming your way, what energy is around you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. What is it that you need us to hear at this time? What is going on around us? What could be coming our way? I am listening for you now. I have different things. We want different things. We're looking at things from a different perspective. Sometimes that's good. I mean, you don't want to think about, you do want some contrast, right? You don't want to be like exactly the same person. But if you want totally different things, then that's something that you have to really take a look at, especially moving into your future. So that's important. I am taking a risk into the unknown. It's a gamble. If this person is somebody that is saying one thing and maybe you feel like you're going to change them or you're going to help them transition into something else that you want. But right now it could be a risk. I have cold, indifferent, distant. Maybe this person doesn't want what you want. So you could have somebody in your head that you can't get out of your head, or you want them to make some changes and they're just not changing. So that could be a difficult situation. Focusing on your higher self and your higher spiritual path. What is it that spirit wants for you? Maybe you start to tap into that and just say, you know, if spirit wants this for me, then it will happen. And if it's not meant to be, then I know there's something else for me. So let's take a look at this taking a risk for a minute. I mean, any love is a risk. Maybe we don't have enough information yet. Maybe we're just seeing things differently at this point, but sometimes it's a flag. I'm going to say we want different things about a commitment. So one of us could be wanting to start to plan a future and a commitment, and maybe the other one is saying, I'm not ready for that. So the question is, do you keep investing in this person in the hopes that someday they change their mind, or they're just not ready today? So I'm going to say there's a part of me that says I'm really in love with somebody, or I will be really in love with somebody. And they could be really hesitant about that commitment. They could be right from the beginning saying, I can't make any promises, or I don't know what I want. I don't know if I could ever commit. I've never really thought about it. So that could be a huge red flag for some of you if that's important to you. If it's not important to you and you, of course, love this person and you want to be with this person, then you want to enjoy what you have with this person. But I do feel like, I'm going to say it is definitely a sense of taking a risk on love, because there's almost a feeling of one of us wants one thing and somebody wants the other. So I have a pacifier here: restoring peace, appeasing, dreams. Do I want to give up my dreams to appease somebody else? The other person says, that's not what I want. So you back off and you say, okay, I understand. I don't ever want to lose you. But deep down inside, you feel like you're missing out on something. Now, the other thing that's jumping into me, and not for everybody, depending on the age, is this person says, I don't want children. And that's something that you always saw yourself doing, is having a family. You could be with the wrong person. If you always saw yourself as having a family and this person is saying you're not going to change their mind, Spirit just said. So you need to know that right up front, some of you. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have an Ace of Cups. I have a 2 of Wands. And I have a Knight of Cups. So I do feel like I'm really falling for this person. And I feel like this person's falling for you. So it has nothing to do with how much I love you. It just feels like what we both feel like is important. And it could be connected to society, the material world, how our families view us. It could have nothing to do with how much we love each other, because this feels like we really do love each other. But I'm scared, like like I said, here's somebody who says, I'm scared to commit. Talking about a commitment is something that I'm not ready to do. I'm not ready to think about. And if they say things like, we'll see in the future, I'm not ready for anything like that right now, but I'm not opposed to it. That's a different feeling. But if somebody comes into this connection and says, I'm definitely never getting married, and I want you to know that, and I'm not having children, and that's something that's important to you, then you definitely have the wrong person, because Spirit's only going to bring you what it is that's going to work for you. Okay. If your future includes, a more traditional family, so to speak, then Spirit knows that about you. Okay. 7 of Cups, there's a lot of people out there. Get those questions answered. Maybe it's not the right person. I have an Ace of Pentacles. I have a King of Swords and a 6 of Cups. So there is a part of me that feels like this is the person that you really want to be with. Is this person going to be able to make you an offer in the future is the question. So I guess otherwise I have this kind of give some thought to that there's other people, maybe put this connection on hold because I need to kind of get some answers. And it doesn't mean that you're backing somebody into a corner, Spirit just said. It doesn't mean that you are giving an ultimatum. It's you following your dreams. Follow your own dreams, okay? Not somebody else's. You both have to have the same dreams. And if we both have different dreams, that's going to, down the road, obviously catch up with us. So let's see what else they want for you in this connection. Spirit, please share with me. Maybe some big picture stuff. Maybe we're not there yet. Fluid strategy, thinking in many different directions, being flexible, okay? That I feel like that's tying into my 7 of Cups, where I can look at things from a lot of different directions. But the most important direction is what's best for your future self and your higher self. So that's probably what they want you to do. Your wings are unfolding. A gentle breakthrough is near. Emerge. So maybe it's time for you to spread your wings and say to somebody, well, this is what I want. This is what I need. And if that's not something that you want at this time in your life, then we don't want the same things. And I think that that's really important to be able to say. Now, you may be able to say those things before you even start, before you even fall in love with this person. So then you know what you're getting into. Celestial whispers. The universe is listening. Divine quiet. Rest your mind long enough so that you can hear what the universe has for you. Okay. And then truth serum, seeing beyond the illusion. So you could be head over heels in love with somebody, and they could be the person that you really want to be with, but they're not the person who wants what you want. And then that's, you kind of look at it and say, well, how long is this going to last then? How long are we going to be happily in love where I'm only going to have this, what I have today, and nothing more? So that might be something that you're questioning. And you should always kind of have a sense of where you're headed. You should have a sense of where you stand in a relationship with somebody. I think that that's important. You've got somebody who's afraid to commit, and I think they're going to let you know right from the beginning. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I'm independent. Okay. Maybe you don't need any kind of commitment. Maybe it's you that doesn't want to commit. I have the Wheel of Fortune. It's a turning point in this, I'm going to say in your life, it's a turning point. I have a High Priestess. I'm revealing my inner truth. I'm listening to my inner guidance, and I'm thinking about my own future. I'm preparing myself for my own future. I think that you are taking a step back right now. I really do. I have a Four of Swords, contemplation and healing. You could be very, very independent. It has nothing to do with I want to be in a relationship with somebody to take care of me. That's not what I'm saying at all. You could be deciding that I know that this, it's a turning point for you because it's a, it's a choice. It's a choice for your future, okay? Your own future, not somebody else's future, your future. And if you take a risk on love with somebody, that's fine as long as it's letting you spread these wings, right? You emerge and this is who I am. And the Wheel of Fortune comes in and says, I want you to trust yourself. I want you to listen to your own voice. I want you to understand what it is that you're looking for so that you can fly, so that you can be in a relationship with somebody who wants the same thing. I feel like this person could be wonderful. They could be perfect in kind of a temporary situation, but are they the real deal for the life ahead is more the question. Spirit, please share with me why this person or this connection is struggling with a commitment. To be honest, I don't know how to be honest. So they're not sharing maybe their feelings. I see you living your best life without me and it hurts. So they know maybe you could do better, or they know that you could be happier with somebody else. So they may at some point let you go for that reason. I'm not yours and you're not mine. I don't want anybody to own me. I don't want anybody to tell me what to do or where to go, or I'm tied to somebody. A lot of people look at commitment as like this ball and chain, and you don't want that feeling either. I have a feeling you have somebody around your energy who you really like, you adore, but I'm really concerned it's not going to go where I need it to go. I'm going to show you quicker and better than I can tell you. So maybe this person is, you know, I'm going to say really good to you. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think that you guys are probably very much in love, or could be very much in love, but the big picture isn't in alignment. The big, like, where do we want to end up isn't, we're not on the same page. Let me show you that I'm what you've been missing. I have everything you desire. They could be good in the present. They could be a great lover. They could be somebody that you love to be with. I'm afraid you won't accept me for my flaws. Maybe they have a fear of you're going to leave me someday, or I'm not going to be enough for you in the future. Let's try again. All right, maybe we've been pushing each other away. There could be some of that going on. Coming in hot, I want you in all possible ways. Is this lust or is this love? I guess that's the question too. Is this a temporary commitment? Is this something that isn't going to last? I mean, that's my concern right now. I wish it felt better. I wish I could see a future with you, but I don't. I don't think they're saying that. I don't feel like that's something they would say out loud, but I think they're doing things like they wouldn't commit to living together. They wouldn't commit to, I don't know, definitely not sharing any money or having any kind of joint buying anything together. We wouldn't ever buy a house together, for example. I've been married before. I would say that that's why. I want to know you're spending all your time with me. Okay, so here we go. You've got somebody who is not ready to commit, or not willing to commit because possibly I've been there, done that. But at the same time, I don't want you to be with anybody else. So, wow, that could be a very difficult situation for you. I'm just going to put it back on the taking a risk on this love. You know, this, I'm going to say, is this love a risk? Is it worth it? I'm going to say fear to commit for sure, with like a big red flag. Okay. So that could be something that you'd be struggling with. And they want you to choose for yourself, for your own future. That was a big message. So I want you to listen to what your person is saying. I want you to listen to what your intuition is telling you and what your future self and higher self really, really needs at this time. So this reading might not be for everybody, but this reading was meant for someone who has found it today. So if it did connect to you, let me know in the comments. I want to thank Spirit for the messages. I want to thank you for being here. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, visit my website, Mamolen, psychicmedium.com. In the comments as well, in the description below, are links to my other 2 YouTube channels. So take a moment and take a ride over there. We'll see you soon.